Well, good morning, everybody. It is day 19, and we are leaving the main streets of Mansilla de las Mulas. And today's objective is to see León and get through León. When I've stayed in the other cities, I haven't always slept the best. It's all the noises and the drunk people. So the goal for today is to move a little bit past that, but still see the sights. Yesterday, I didn't record really anything at the albergue, but Francesco, the Sicilian, was there. Super buff guy, super nice. He's a character. And a group of older hikers were there. And they're all in a group, a Camino family together. And they took me in for the day. It was nice. And as I talked about yesterday, when I talked to Estrella, the 22-year-old Korean girl, you know, she made a comment that on the Camino, everyone, or most people, respect each other. Doesn't matter what age you are, people talk to each other in the same way. They help each other. And she couldn't be more correct about that. Yesterday, I was talking to Francesco, and he was just telling me about what he notices with my energy every time he sees me on the Camino. He says that I'm happy, that I'm waving to people, greeting people, and it just felt good to hear. I also told him that one of my revelations on this Camino is that I do feel happier because in this life on the Camino, I don't have to be the counselor as often all the time. And it feels like a big weight has been lifted in that way. And I got a little emotional or choked up just saying that. And I think I needed to say it out loud and to just feel that. Just something about saying that phrase kind of hit with me. So it is nice to be able to release, let go, live a life where everyone's mutually respecting each other, and not one single person on the Camino is feeling the weight of everyone else. I guess is my long-winded way of putting a bow on that. Didn't I say I was going to keep these videos under 20-25 minutes? Good Lord. So, León, we're going to see the cathedral. I'm not going to do 20 minutes of tour videos like I did in Burgos. Won't make that mistake again. But we will see that cathedral, the plaza, maybe grab some lunch and then move on. So let's get after it. Time for a Camino tip or insight, and sticking with the theme of what I've been sharing. Seek first to understand before being understood. As I mentioned, a lot of people on the Camino show each other mutual respect. Doesn't matter the age, where they're from. And I love how many people just listen to each other and one another's stories without judgment, without trying to impose their own views and experiences onto others. Because we all come from different backgrounds. We all interpret things in our own way. When I have met people like that on the Camino or in life, they're stressful people. And especially on the Camino, no one wants to be judged for doing the Camino their way. Have some pious interpretation of what they should or shouldn't be doing. So, because you will encounter so many different types of people, It's just a good way to connect. It's just by listening, smiling, and just trying to get to know one another at a better, in a better way. So it'll help you on your Camino make really good, meaningful connections. So if this is anything like Burgos, Logroño, and Pamplona, this will be much of the walk as I get into the center of the city. These walks can be a little tougher because it's constantly pavement. So my feet should be sore later on. But what's nice is when I'm a little over halfway in the city center of León, I'll have time to rest just by casually walking around the cathedral and the plaza. Isn't this the part of the Camino that you look forward to the most? Walking on the side of a freeway surrounded by power lines and dirt. You know me. I don't mind it one bit. So halfway to León, maybe even a little over half. León stands for lion, I'm pretty sure. Which makes you wonder, there's a León in France and in Spain. This is a smaller one. What was the whole obsession with the lions? What's up with the freaking lions? Like, did people back in the day, you know how in the US we have Tiger King issues? In the United States, there's more tigers than anywhere in the world. Was Europe like that with lions 1,000 years ago? A bunch of noblemen and lords on too much meth with pet lions. I don't know. If you do the Camino, this is something that might surprise you. And I know it's like this in some parts of the country in the United States, but not most places. But in Spain, farmland will come creepingly close to the city limits, even into it. And you'll be walking by modern city, and all of a sudden you'll hear chickens or a cow mooing in the distance. And it's like, oh yeah, they have farms everywhere here. So with that also sometimes comes the smell, which isn't always the greatest, but small part of the Camino. So sometimes this will happen on the Camino. You'll be walking after a good night's rest and just don't have the energy you typically do. Some mornings are hard, just like, you know, in your life back home. Some mornings you just take a while to get going. I haven't had any coffee or anything, It's not like I rely on coffee for energy. It's just one of the slow, sluggish mornings for me. So hopefully as they keep walking, that'll feel better. And when I take some time to rest, maybe I'll just push to León and rest and get some food there. That might help too. Spain Home Depot, Brico Depot. And you gotta ask yourself, is doing the Camino worth it? Duh, of course it is. You can see León in the distance, probably an hour away. So here we are by some freeways, entering in to the grand city of León. I've mentioned this before, but it's one of the coolest things to walk to a place and to like slowly approach it, to see the scenery change and to have your 2 feet get you into this new environment. I mean, we were just in the desert not long ago, and now we're in a big city, and then we're leaving the desert. It's a pretty weird, cool feeling. So, not too much longer. Can't wait to see the cathedral. It's gonna be another banger. So some of the walls around León and other places in this area, believe it or not, were built by the Romans long before the Camino. Some of these walls are almost 2,000 years old. We're getting really close. The cathedral's just a minute or two ahead. All right, everybody. Time for a live reaction of the cathedral. It's right around the corner. I'm excited. This one is supposed to look a lot like the one in Burgos. Wow. Maria. Hey. Here. 1 second. Whew. Guys, this place is beautiful. Check this out. We have George and Maria here.
Georg, yeah, the German version of George.
You made it. You did a 40-kilometer day.
40,
Good
yeah.
job.
I started 3 o'clock.
Good job.
Yeah, by train.
Wow.
42 years.
I said it.
Guys, isn't this place beautiful? It's different than Burgos. It's got some of the similar spires, but it's got that, I don't know what the word is, you know, I'm not an architect, but it's got that iconic big front to it. And I think it should be opening pretty soon. But what a beautiful place. What a beautiful, beautiful place. I'm squatting down for this shot. You all better appreciate the view. got breakfast. Buen camino, Francesco.
Don't.
That's my buddy from Sicily right there. And check this out, guys. We got Aaron freaking Rodgers here. What's going on? All right, let's take a bite of this bad boy. Here we go. The desserts here are so amazing. That is so freaking good. Look at that. How couldn't it be? Guys, the stained glass windows in here are amazing.
So we cannot see.
Yeah. The colors. So here we are in a courtyard inside the church. I hope that you get the sense that I did in person at a place like this, just how beautiful those windows were. All the different colors of light coming through those different stained glass windows. Each one had its own primary color, I guess you can say. Well, not primary, just all the different colors. It was beautiful. And it's kind of like dimly lit in there. And so all the light through, the blue, the pinks, the purples, everything. It was beautiful. A lot of Gothic churches have that with the stained glass windows. And it just illuminates the inside in this magical sort of way. One thing that's occurred to me while doing this Camino a few times is just all the different people that have walked this same route. We are walking in the path of the ancients. Pardon. And it's just so cool to me that some of these old, iconic, historical figures did the same thing I'm doing today. There's a connection there, and it's pretty awesome.
Ya, con el mercadillo. Ay, una tienda de...
See all these old paintings fading away. This church started to be built in the 1200s and wasn't completed until the 15th century. Can you imagine being alive at a time like that? This church must have been like Disney World to people. Wasn't that church beautiful? Just like the one in Burgos. Two of the most beautiful churches on this Camino. Sometimes people discuss which one they think is more beautiful. And I want to hold myself from getting too into that. I mean, how they are on the outside compared to the inside, it's very different. These giant vans in the road, I swear. They're great in different ways. This one, the inside, way better than Burgos. With the stained glass windows and the colors, it's beautiful. Burgos, on the outside, I would say I like more. But they both had something unique and great to offer. Next, we're going to the basilica. And I hear there are some crypts to check out. Crypts in the Bloods. Let's go. So I just toured the Basilica of San Isidoro. The Basilica itself, it's just kind of another one of your churches, but the museum is what you have to check out. And no footage, because they said absolutely no pictures or anything. But please Google, image search, or find videos. Maybe PBS or something has gotten a chance to do a documentary filming in there. The best part is the last part, and I think they called it the Pantheon or something. 1,000-year-old paintings depicting stuff in the Bible around Jesus' times, and it was just incredible. Paintings of babies being sliced up with swords, the Last Supper, all that, and it was just it was so beautiful. I wish I could have taken a picture, but again, Google Basilica of San Isidoro. All right, off to the plaza, and then we'll be moving out of León. Here we are in the Plaza de San Marcos. Iconic spot in León as you're walking out from the city, which I intend on doing. How was I supposed to make this video any shorter than it already is? Right here shows the pilgrim taking a much needed break, his shoes off in front of this beautiful plaza. It's nice to know that pilgrims, even 1,000 years ago, were doing the same thing as us. After walking 20, 30, 40K, they just needed to rest, just the same way. As I said earlier, we're walking in the path of ancients. It's pretty cool. There's this common thread that connects and binds us together. I wonder if they chase pigeons too. Oh no, they froze Pellegrino Tony and Carbonite. He's stuck here. Oi! They froze me. I'm a bronze statue now. Look what the cat dragged in.
It's me. The cat dragged me in.
There's Domenico too. Surprise, surprise, Camino, surprise. How many surprises do we have
I've got
inside?
a surprise for you, Tony.
Uh-oh.
Get ready.
I'm scared.
Get ready.
I'm scared.
I just, you know, this is a really tough street, and I feel like
Oh no.
you just
It's
you
a sharp
need-
object.
you need a little Hulk.
A Hulk Pez dispenser.
Yeah, look.
Why do
Here
you?
you go.
Why are you carrying a Hulk?
Wait a
Pez
minute, I'm falling
dispenser?
apart. Okay, wait. Look. There you go.
Ah,
Take it, Tony. Take it.
nice.
Do you feel Hulkish already?
I'm a mean green walking machine.
Brr.
Mm. Gotta love it. You're right. That is what I needed. That bit of sugar.
Yeah, man.
I could go another 10K. Wonderful.
I was so excited when I went into the bakery and she was selling them.
This is one of the newer modern churches, just west of León, La Virgen del León. It's got to be the 12 Apostles. But I forget the name of the one that replaced Judas after the fact. There's Mary. But what an interesting take. This one was built very recently, this church. And as we've been going on this trip together, you've heard me talk about how, 1,000 years ago, 800 years ago, 500 years ago, whatever, how did people feel and think being around churches like that at that time? It's a different time and age these days with how people maybe aren't as quite religious as they used to be. But how will that church be viewed 1,000 years from now? Will it be more famous than it is now? Who knows? Looks like we're moving off the main road, thank God. And I have about 40 more minutes walking to my albergue, my final destination. It's been a longer day, but I really didn't want to stay in León. I haven't slept the best in the big cities. And I'm just happy to be moving on away from it already. The streets, the walking, it is harder on your feet. Just the pavement pounding, and the pavement's like curved and bent, where it's aged. And it's just easier to walk on the classic Camino paths. So, should get to my albergue a little after 2, and then we'll be done. This empanada's been cooking in Stephanie's backpack.
Oh yeah, it's nice and warm.
That's the
Oh,
best.
Have fun.
Live
Okay.
review.
Amazing. Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Yum.
I have to put this on camera. I was talking to Mariana and Francesco yesterday.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you. And I did this.
No way.
And I got scolded. You guys laugh from Italy, but they're like, in Italian that means, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I got scolded, but I'm going to keep doing it.
Well, what was the context that you did it in?
Some old Italian guy walked in. I was like, buongiorno. And they're like, no, don't do that. It's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing here?
Yeah. Oops. Check out this creepy freaking cave. Surely there's like trolls in here. Bon Camino.
Unless the rain's down in Africa.
You gotta love it. It's the dog Link. Hey, buddy. Aren't you the sweetest thing? So I just took a shower and did some laundry over there. And I got my clothes hanging over there. What a day. What a day. Feels good to pass through León. I see some hammocks over there calling my name, so I think I'm going to go sit over by those. Got to meet up with Domenico and Stephanie. And they're going to, I think, a town called San Martin. But man, I did not achieve my goal of keeping the video below 30 minutes. So if my voice is off, it is what it is. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today. León was great. Maybe it would have been a good town to stay in. Maybe I'm too big for this hammock and my butt's about to hit the ground. But I think I'm going to put these videos together and then upload it here shortly. Tomorrow, not sure where I'm going to go to, but I hiked about 30 today and I feel fantastic. I think my feet really have gotten stronger. I don't hurt at all, knock on wood. The cathedral in León, definitely a highlight. The stained glass windows, some of those beautiful things I've ever seen. Again, the lights were just incredible. They didn't have LED lights back then, and they knew how to put on a light show 1,000 years ago. Maybe we need to give the ancients more credit than we already do. I don't know. That depends on the person, I guess. So, hope you enjoyed watching this video and that you all are all doing well. Miss all of you guys, and buen camino. Take care.